says you leave. Tell me that it's mine. All I hear is yes, yes. All I hear is yes, yes it is.
I set some pretty extreme goals for myself coming into the year 2024, and one of them I just so happened to accomplish. A brand new Tesla Model Y is the car I've always wanted, and after having it for about a month, I feel like it's time to share my experiences, the good and the bad. So here's a day in the life of a brand new Tesla owner, from my perspective at least. Yeah, chat. Top of the morning, man. Good afternoon, good evening, wherever you're watching this at. Welcome back to a brand new video, man. If you're familiar with the channel, y'all know I normally post like week in the life vlogs, or maybe just vlogs that span over the course of maybe 2, 3, almost sometimes even 4 days. But this vlog is real particular. If you're familiar with the channel, y'all know I just picked up my brand new Tesla Model Y, and I felt like it was only right to give y'all like a full day in the life vlog as a new Tesla owner. Maybe you might be in the market for a new vehicle. Maybe you think about switching over to an electric vehicle. Maybe the Tesla Model Y is on your like to buy list or like your Christmas wish list, whatever. I feel like it was appropriate that I give you like a true authentic day in the life just to show y'all like what I've adapted to over the course of like the past 4 weeks. I got it 4 weeks ago. I've been driving it OD. I haven't driven my old car, which my old car was a 2015 Chrysler. So like this is a whole new experience of driving for me, coming from a vehicle that, you know, ran off gas to a vehicle that runs off battery or like electric power. Is it power? Anyways, whatever. But I felt like it was appropriate just to give you guys like my true insight, how I feel about the car, things that I like, maybe things that I don't like, if there are any things that I don't like, because like y'all know I've been wanting to Tesla Model Y for forever. But this is just a regular day in life. I thought about this like real in-depth, chat. I really thought about this. I figured if I was gonna shoot a day in the life video that consists of me driving my car, I didn't want it to be fabricated. Y'all probably been on this app where y'all see people like, this day in the life as a new Tesla owner, and they drive the car from California to New York City. Like, bro, that's so fabricated, bro. That's not real. Today's a perfect day to do it for me because like I'm living my organic lifestyle. I have to work out. I'm gonna drive down to Silver Lake. Me and Carter are gonna go for a good run. Probably go get coffee after, which is something that I would do normally if you watch any of my other vlogs. I do that on a regular basis. After I gotta go to the grocery store, which is normal, and then I have to go to Best Buy. The only kicker is I gotta go to Best Buy because I kind of want to get the Mac Mini. So that's like the only like fabricated part of this video. But besides that, bro, I'm taking y'all along with me in my true, authentic, regular, schmegular day in the life as a brand new Tesla owner. I told y'all like a month ago, maybe 2 months ago, that I'm no longer pumping gas. I'm a charge type of now. And you feel me? Now I'm a charge type of, but let's go see the car, give y'all a true look at the car, show you guys what my car looks like, what I like about the exterior portions, what I don't like about the exterior portions. I mean, it's really everything that I like about it because I don't really like nothing about it for real. Anyways, come on, let's go see the car.
Here we go, yo. Here we go, yo. So what's the scenario? Here we go, yo. Here we go, yo. So what's the scenario?
Hey yo, Bo knows this, and Bo knows that, but Bo don't know that. This Bo can't rap, but what do you know? The J-Dog is first up to back.
All right, guys, this is my 2022 Tesla Model Y long range. Before we get into the details about the interior, let's speak about the exterior, the outside of the car. I do have a body kit on the car. I bought the car from a good friend of mine who sold it. He had the body kit initially on it. I told him I wanted it just how he had it because I don't necessarily think I've ever seen a Tesla with a body kit on it, whether it be a Model 3, Model X. I don't normally see them. I normally see them on the road stock because they do look good stock, but the body kit just adds a little bit more muscle to the car, bro. I love it. There is not a single thing I dislike about the exterior of this car. Whether it would have been stock or not, I love how the Tesla looks. I love the shape. I love the format of the car. It gives SUV vibes, but a little bit more on the masculine side of SUVs because I've seen a lot, like, you know, like BMW SUVs and other cars of that matter. They don't look feminine, but they don't look as masculine as the Tesla looks, including with the body kit on it. So there's not a single detail that I dislike about how the outside of the car looks. But now let's talk about the inside. All right, so the overall interior. Initially, I was terrified to have all white seats. I just felt like I would spill some, knowing me, I spill something on it, like some French fries or like spill some ketchup or something on it. But like the seats clean very well. Every time I take my car to get detailed or washed, the seats always come out like a pristine white. And I feel like the white gives this like elegance or almost like luxurious interior feel when sitting on white. You know how white always just looks, white just looks pristine, looks like, ding. So like I'm gonna keep the white. I was gonna change it to red initially, but like I like the way the white looks. I like the way I can upkeep the white, so the white is here to stay. What initially sold me on the car from the jump is the amount of space it has. I obviously have space for a frunk. I have a trunk. I have a lot of cargo space in the back. The trunk in itself has an additional area to go ahead and add stuff to it, like a mini fridge if you want to put a fridge in your Tesla. Shout out Lo, because I know he has one, but I just don't know why I would need one. I also have 2 dogs, so having 2 dogs with 2 dog crates in the trunk, it's so practical to have this size vehicle, the Model Y, which is something that I wanted initially, but I do have to answer one of the most asked questions by just about everybody I see whenever they ask me about how I feel about my Tesla. All right, so the most asked question I always get when it comes to being a brand new Tesla owner or a brand new electric vehicle owner is savings. How much money have I saved having a new vehicle that I have to charge now versus having a vehicle that I used to fill up with gas? I calculated it in a particular way. I looked at how much money I spent in a month on full gas fill-ups versus how much money I spent in a month on full charging. The Tesla charges up to 80% just because 80% preserves the battery for longevity purposes. I rarely ever had to fill up my gas vehicle. It's like whenever it got to like 50 or a half a tank, I fill it up. So like I did fill it up almost like 4 or 5 times the last time I drove the car for the full month. And in that month, I spent $260 in that month on full fill ups. That means from when it's on E to when it's on full F. Charging, I only charge my car to 80%. And in the first full month of charging, I've only spent $176. So to me, that's well worth it. If you're in the market for a Tesla and you're trying to convince yourself that you need the car, outside of the affordability of how Teslas are now, because Teslas are wildly affordable, the charging, just per month, saving on charging versus saving on filling up gas, to me, it makes sense. I understand the time it takes to charge. If you have access to a supercharger, the time obviously goes by faster. But obviously, if you have a gas vehicle, you could just pump, and that's a cool 5-minute pit stop versus like a 25-minute charge up. I get it. There's pros and cons. Obviously, it's more about how you plan out your day and how you plan out your trips. But as an adult who has to be punctual, or at least tries to be punctual, I don't have a problem with it. Like, I don't have a charging station here at my house, unfortunately, but I do have 2 superchargers that are in like a 2-minute radius from my house. So it literally makes sense. So in my mind, the Tesla was like a W decision, like through and through. Like, the driving experience is so seamless. All the amenities that the car comes with when it comes to the music, the accessibility, all the tech, it's like driving a big ass computer, bro, if I'm being like brutally honest. So I love the car. I like through and through. I love the car. There's very, very, very few things I dislike about this car because I wanted the car so much and I've done so much research on why I like it versus why I wouldn't want one. And it's just the pros outweighs the con by leaps and bounds, bro. But I'm done yapping. Let's go get ready because I have to work out still. So this, I wanted to give you like a proper introduction before I get on with my rest of my day because this still is a day in the life. I still got shit to do. So let's go back inside the house. Let's change. You ready for a wrap?
Ever since my last thing, standards been out the roof. Oh, I won't settle for nothing. And to tell you the truth, oh, it's hard to find a girl these days.
Alright, so we just made it to Silver Lake to get our run started, bro. It took me about 40 minutes to get here from Torrance. The distance from Torrance to Silver Lake is far, but I have fast track. I have the fast track transmitter, so I can get through a little bit faster. It would normally take me like a good hour and 20 minutes to get here right now in the morning time because of morning traffic, everybody going to work, people coming to and from the LA area. So here in 40 minutes, but it's time to get our work in. Starting off putting these on. These are my brand new Hokas that I got. Hoka sent these out to me. These actually just released, I want to say like 2 weeks ago, maybe 3 weeks ago. So we're giving these a try on our run today. Cardo just pulled up. Cardo's, matter of fact, let me show you what Cardo is.
Catch me live in action.
Live in action, getting your work in, getting your shot in.
Yeah, get my shot in. It's like the third shot.
Third shot.
Keep it short and simple though, because I'm getting straight to the point of storytelling. But
Tell
yeah,
me.
storytelling is sometimes about angles, sometimes about how you deliver it, sometimes about your transition, sometimes it's about how you structure your video. Everybody got their own way of storytelling. It's how you visualize it, but just make it make sense. When you watch movies, when you watch TV shows, everything is storytelling. That's how you get hooked onto TV shows. That's how you get hooked onto movies. Avengers, Marvels, DC, Batman, all those like movies is all storytelling. That's why you love it. That's why you get emotional. So
That was off top of the head?
top of the head.
Damn. That's how you moving today?
Come on now.
You know what it is? It's
Come on now.
that good arterial.
It's that matcha brain booster I just took this morning.
So here in Silver Lake, man, about to get a good run in. I left my trunk. You know what? You know what's crazy? I mean, outside of the it factor of me being outside on the outer side, I like how I can just leave my trunk open like this and not worry about nothing. Not worry about nobody coming and stealing my bag. Morning. I am. Oh, I'm sorry.
Just like lemonade. I'd rather have good love than a bad bitch. I'd rather have a sweetheart than a savage. I would rather see you dressed up looking classy. When you get in my bed, that's when you get nasty. I ain't saying don't be crazy, girl, I like crazy. But if you always in a club, I swear that's not my babe. That's not my babe. Oh, I know the homies finna kill me for this sign.
Chat, look at this, bro. Bro. That's so tough.
You walking all those guys? Huh? Them all yours, or you just walking them?
No, you just walking.
That's crazy.
I'm cooked. I'm cooked, chat. I'm tired, but it's not about how you start the race. It's how you finish, and we finished today. You feel me? It's all that matters.
Good feet, help us good.
Good Hoka on the feet. Shout out Hoka for keeping us right, man. Now, let's go get some coffee. I need it, chat. I'm still here. I'm cooked, though. If I had to choose one word to describe my experience of being a brand new Tesla owner for about a month, I think the word I would choose is seamless. I feel like the driving experience in itself, through and through is just so seamless and so smooth. I feel like driving should have always been like this. And I think that's what you get switching from a gas vehicle over to an electric. All right, so since this is a Tesla video, I want to give you guys a little bit more insight on me driving the car and things I've experienced. I got in the car this morning at 73%. We drove all the way down to Silver Lake, which again was a good 40, 50 or so minute drive. I'll say 45 just to be like a mediator. And right now I'm currently sitting at 55%, which I feel like that's pretty good for the amount of driving I'm doing. Again, I'm used to driving a gas vehicle. Gas vehicle obviously only relies on the amount of gas you have in the car. So like, I don't necessarily know how accurate the battery percentage is to mileage, but considering we've only lost about 12, 15%, that ain't that bad. So currently right now it's 11:30, 55%, if y'all can see that. Boom ski. I'm out here in Silver Lake still going to get some coffee. Now I got to put y'all on. I'm going to put a pause to the Tesla stuff. We're going to take y'all to one of my favorite new coffee shops out here in Silver Lake called I think it's 6SX or 6X. I don't know yet, but let's get inside. Ooh, yeah. Hi, how are you? Good, how are you? I'm good. Last time I came here, I think it was called the Cloud something. Yeah, does that have the caramel in it? Or? Oh, that's the mellow. That's the one I wanted, yeah, the mellow. That's yeah. Yeah, perfect. All right, so first and foremost, coffee here is immaculate. I gotta bring out the proper vocabulary. Immaculate coffee. The first time I had this here. It's called the 6XS Cloud Mellow, which, bruh, y'all know I got a little stutter problem too. 6XS Cloud Mellow coffee. Don't quote me on that, but oat milk, caramel, vanilla, cold foam. First taste test here. Cheers. Bruh. So gas, bruh. So gas. Alright, so outside of the confirmed gas coffee, I also got an almond croissant. I'm not a big fan of pastries like that when it comes to breakfast food, but we're gonna try the almond croissant because it look good in the case, so it's gotta be good. So let's give y'all a real quick IRL taste test. I already got the good crunch in it from what I'm seeing. Y'all know I got manners, so here, try it first. Enjoy. Clean that little off your beer, off your face. Go ahead, clean it up. Now my turn. My turn. Not bad. Good. Good. I think I'm happy because it's not too sweet. If it was too sweet, it would give like donut vibes, and that's what I'm going for. This is really like a good texture, good crunch. Sweet, but not too sweet. Good. There you go. While I was sitting here enjoying my food, I forgot that I had to submit content for a brand deal I was doing, which is a perfect segue to talk about the speed of the car. I got home in literally 20 minutes. And yes, I was driving fast. So this is confirmation that the Tesla is indeed very fast. All right, chat. So work is done. I had to get a couple pieces of content shot, edited, and submitted for some campaigns I'm working on. But let's get back to the vehicle stuff. So the first thing I want to talk to you guys about are some of the things that I don't like about the car, because That list is small, but nonetheless, it's still a list. When I say there's a list, I mean there's a very, very small list of things I don't like about this car. This is the car I wanted all along, and obviously if you're watching this video, you may or may not be interested in owning a Tesla. But the one thing that I do not like about this car, it's how the operating system works when it comes to the air. For some reason, every time I get in this car, and I don't know if it's just my vehicle in itself, but it's just so stuffy and almost musty in here. Like, whenever the AC is blowing in vehicle while I'm driving, whenever I come to a stop and put the car to sleep, essentially, whatever air is trapped in this car, which again, it might be my car, I don't know. Whatever air is trapped in the car stays in the car. Like, I went to the gym, or I didn't go to the gym. I went for a run today, right? Y'all saw, went for a run today. Bro, it smells, and I don't know if it's just my car or not. I don't know if all Teslas are meant to operate that way, where like the AC unit system just shuts off when the car goes to sleep. But that's probably one of the only things I don't like about this car. It's blatantly obvious that like whatever activity I do before I get out this car, the car is gonna smell like that like all the time until I get back in the car, until I bust open an air freshener and like freshen up the air, or like roll the windows down, turn the AC on, and then the air gets to operating the way it's supposed to. That's probably the only thing I don't like about the car. Like, a lot of people don't like the charging about the vehicle. A lot of people don't like how frequent you have to charge, because obviously when you have a gas car, you know, you can drive and fill up whatever. Filling up a gas tank is not as long as charging. I get that. That's obvious. Those are like obvious reasons to not like an electric vehicle. But when it comes to like the affordability of charging versus gas, when it comes to the like frequency of having a vehicle that does not require as much gas or as much charge as you would gas, like, it just makes sense. So if you're watching this video again, there's plenty of reasons I've given you why this car is amazing. There's very few reasons why this car is not that great. Mine just so happens to be like the internal issues, which again, it may just be my car. I couldn't tell you if you experience the same thing. Y'all let me know in the comments. But like, my car, literally, when I work out, drive home, which again, I drive 20 minutes on average to work out. So the 20-minute ride back home, I'm musty, bruh. And I got the AC blowing on to blow the must away. But when I get out the car, goes to sleep, the must stays here. I don't like that at all. But right now, I have some errands to run. I wanted to keep this day like real normal. Like, I would understand if I had to film like a day in the life with a Tesla, as a new Tesla owner, and I'm fucking going and left and right and up and down. I'm going all through Southern California, LA. But like, that's just not realistic for my lifestyle. Today is realistic. Gym, coffee, come home and work. Right now I gotta go to the grocery store. I do want to stop at Best Buy because I may or may not want to pick up that Mac Mini. But for now, it's like real simple. Like, I'm sitting on 49% charge right now, which is great, considering the fact that I drove 40 minutes to LA, 10 minutes to a coffee shop, 40 minutes back home from LA, and now I'm about to go to the grocery store, back home from the grocery store. May or may not go to Best Buy, back home. Like, you know, so considering the fact that I started the day off with 73% charge, right now I'm sitting at 50. It's great. I probably won't have to charge the car until the end of the week. That's not bad. To me, that's not bad. If I can charge the car twice a week, that's kind of equivalent to filling up the gas tank twice a week. Like, I'm not complaining, bro. Especially because it's only $20 too. I'm not complaining at all.
Hey, they better call a paramedic in the street. I got leverage in the street. I'm a California nigga and I'm heavy in the streets. 22 or 23, I'm heavy with the heat. Hey, they better call a paramedic in the street. I got leverage in the street. I'm a California nigga and I'm heavy in the streets.
Right, for the sake of the short trip, I'm not bringing y'all in here. One, I only need 3 things. I need ground turkey, paper towels, and I need an extension cord. But 2, they always kick me out of here when I film it here. So I'm going to choose a lesser of 2 evils. Just go in real quick, grab what I need, come right back out. But I want to show you guys something when I get out the car, because that brings me to my last, or maybe like one of my second to last points about the car. Alright, chat, so the one thing I'll never get used to, I don't care how many times I use it, it just doesn't matter. The frunk. Having a frunk is just so abnormal to me. And I think that it might just be because I'm a new electric vehicle user. And it might be because I've only had the Tesla for about a month or so. But I'll never get used to it. I'll never get used to having to pop my frunk to be able to store things in there, like groceries or like anything, you know, things that don't have a lot of like tangible value, you know, groceries, toilet paper, things of that nature. That kind of leads into my very next point, which is obviously the amount of space the car has. I probably left references already, but I love the amount of space that this vehicle has, particularly the Y model. And I don't know if it's the same way with the Model 3, but the Model Y has so much space for storage. You have your frunk, you have your trunk. In the trunk itself, you have 2 side compartments that have an additional space. You have a compartment underneath the trunk that holds space if you want to put them they have Tesla refrigerators you can put in the back of the car now, which I don't really see the reason for putting a fridge in your car. But if that's what you do, that's what you do. I love the space. That's partly why I really got the vehicle in itself. That's why I wanted it so bad, was because I have 2 dogs. Having 2 dogs and being able to lug 2 dogs around like effortlessly without having to have them cramped in the back seat like my old car, it just made sense for me. So I love the amount of space, but I'll never get used to having space in the front of my car to store things. That's just me. That's just my personal take on it. You know, if you're a Tesla driver and you love having the frunk, by all means, you let me know how long it took you to get used to it, because it's been a month, and it's just like the only reason I popped this thing open was to show y'all that I have it and to like speak on this like speaking point on it. But normally, groceries going in the back seat or the trunk at most. So I don't know. That's why I like it. But let's go to Best Buy real quick and then wrap this thing up. Right now, honestly, I'm sitting at 49%. So again, like I explained to you guys beforehand, my drive. Dang, if I can get that focus. My drive to Silver Lake had me starting at 73%, brought me back down to 50%. That's going to Silver Lake, to the coffee shop, and back home. And now it's been my drive from my house to Walmart, which is Walmart's all of like a minute and 30 seconds away. That was 1%, 2%. So now let's go to Best Buy. Best Buy is down the street. That'll probably bring me down to about, I'm going to say the over-under, 41%. By the time I get back home, I should be at 41%, which will be the end of the day for me, the end of my driving, the end of me, you know, quote unquote, driving this car as regular as possible. Because again, I didn't want to do this to where it looked a little bit fabricated, where I was just driving like OD for no reason. Because like, that's not the point of the video. The point of the video is to talk to you guys about how I feel in my experience driving the car for about a month, being a brand new electric vehicle owner, being a brand new electric vehicle driver after only driving gas vehicles my entire life. So for like a regular Tuesday, going to the gym, coming back home, going to the coffee shop, going to the grocery store, going to Best Buy. Best Buy might be the only like fabricated thing because I don't have to go. But still, average driving, average usage, a good 20% loss on a full day's worth of driving. That's not that bad. You know, if I do this twice a week, maybe 3 times a week, I'll probably get down to around 10%, which is still not bad. I don't really got to charge till I get to 5. So like, I don't know. W day for me, bro. So let's go to Best Buy real quick. See if I can find this Mac Mini for cheaper than $600. If not, I'm going back home.
I get on, I was made to it. Get your collar, something like a Black Panther. Tryna touch a mill, fuck, saying get your hands up. Something with the game. Yeah, I had to man up. One fist in the air. I ain't finna put my hands up.
I wish you be the one. 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 I wish you be the one.
All right, so obviously I wanted to save some of the cooler features for the end of the video, like self-parking. Self-parking is dope. I don't necessarily use it too often. Damn, it got bright. I don't use it too often. I got so used to like parking myself that like forcing myself to use the self-park feature within the car is like not something that I do often. I do it if I don't feel like parallel parking in a spot that I know my car can fit in, but I can't visually see that I can fit. So it's useful, but I don't use it too often. So self-parking is like a W, but like it's like a W I don't really get to like experience unless I go out of my way to self-park. But I'll show you the last feature to end the video off when I'm done with Best Buy. But I'm here at Best Buy right now, so let's go see if they have the Mac Mini, bro. So I'm here at the Apple section. I didn't tell you guys, I upgraded to the iPhone 16 Pro Max, which is a W pickup. If you can get the iPhone 16, bro, I would get it. Like, I'm not someone who uses like the iPhone to shoot a lot of content, but now I'm forcing myself to just because I have the option to shoot in ProRes, the Apple log footage. The phone itself just functions a lot better. I don't have all access to the Apple AI or whatever you want to call it yet, but I upgraded. So they do have the Mac Mini here, and of course, as you can see, $600. As much as I would like to spend $600 on the Mac Mini, I'm not going to because I know Apple. I know Apple's going to have some weird sale, a Black Friday sale, a Cyber Monday sale. But essentially, what I'm getting the Mac Mini for is I want to be able to use my desktop at home as its own desktop while also having the additional storage to take it with me when I have my laptop, when I work outside of like my home. So that's the point. It's kind of going to be like a dual usage type of thing where I can use it at home as its own standalone computer desktop, not have to worry about my MacBook using the storage while I have it at home. But if I go to a coffee shop to work, I can bring the Mac Mini with me, have additional storage, like instead of that type shit. So like if I don't even know if I could do that. But in my mind, it makes sense as like having the additional Apple storage to take it with me on the go, while also having the ability to not even use my laptop at home when I'm at home. So it's gonna be dual used. But for $600 today, clipped. But I would do when I look at something else over here. So while I'm here, I might as well look at something else. All right, so I know for a fact I don't need any more camera lenses considering I just got the new 11mm. But the only reason why I got the 11 to begin with is because Best Buy didn't have the 10 to 20, and they literally have it right here, bro. The 10 to 20 G Master. Is it worth a cop? Is it let me see how much it costs first, and then I'll make the decision. I'm gonna make the decision live with y'all. Question for you. Can you price check that Sony 10 to 20mm lens for me? Last time I came in here, looking for it, but I know you guys didn't have it in stock. $649? Jesus Christ, okay. All right, thank you, I appreciate it. No problem. If I'm gonna spend $600, I might as well get the goddamn Mac Mini. But, all right, let me get up out of here. There's no reason for me to be in here anymore. All right, so the last thing I wanted to show y'all in this video before I close it out is something that I've actually been too afraid to do myself. In the last Tesla update, they added the ability to summon your vehicle, which means if you park it somewhere else and you want it to come to you, you can summon the car to come to your location just in case you have like, you know, excessive amount of groceries or bags and you don't want to carry it to your car. You have the ability to summon your car to come to you. So I'm gonna try it right now. I've been a little afraid to do it just because like, I just don't know. I don't trust the car too much and I don't trust technology as much as I should. But let's see if this actually works. So I'm calling the vehicle right now. All right, so there's a little bit of a glare, obviously, but if you can see this, you can see that I've opened the Tesla app and I can press this come to me button, and where my car is parked at, it'll locate me where I am and come directly to me. But I just want to make sure that it comes directly to me first. So let me figure this out, and then we're gonna summon the car direct. Oh, look, it's actually honing in on where I am in location to my vehicle. My car is the red triangle there. I'm here. So let's see if this actually works. I'm nervous. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I'm 100% nervous. Let me find my car. Let me find my car because I'm nervous. The car is right here. And I don't know if there's a car behind me or not. So I know if there's a car behind me, they're probably gonna be mad. So my car is right there actually. Look. So if I press this button right here, I can select go to Target, and my car is moving directly to me right now. Look. God damn. For the sake of this video, I'm gonna stop it right here because I'm terrified. But yes, summon me actually does work. Do I trust it? Not even a little bit, but it's okay because my car is safe. All right, as terrifying as that was, I made it to the car. The car made it to me safe and sound, bro. So that is it for this video. If you guys enjoyed this style video or this content, if you're a Tesla owner or someone who's been looking on the market for a brand new vehicle and you've had your eye on a Tesla in particular, I definitely recommend that you take the time to drive the vehicle one. I feel like that's probably the most important thing I can say. I've experienced driving a Tesla time and time again before I made the decision that this was the car I wanted. And it just made it a little bit easier for me to make that decision to go get one myself. If you're in the market again for a vehicle, the car's affordable. The car is super seamless. The experience in driving the car is so seamless. The car is so accessible. The car is new. It's just, in my mind right now, the Tesla has to be one of the best vehicles on the market when it comes to checking all the boxes of affordability, of seamlessness, of technologically up to date, as far as car looking nice, sleek. Like it just checks all the boxes. I understand it's kind of biased because I've wanted one my entire like adult life, but like it checks all the boxes, bro. So if you're in the market for a new vehicle, I would definitely recommend you look towards getting an EV in the direction of a Tesla, in the direction of a Y model, because the big body ones, they look better. Like in my personal opinion, I think the Y model is the best looking. I think the Model X has the best features because, again, you have the doors that go up and all that other nonsense. I think the Model 3 is good because it's a small car, but like I think the Model Y looks the best through and through. But yeah, that's it. If you guys enjoy this style content, if you guys want me to make more like directly composed videos on certain things or certain aspects of my life, like I said, I just got the new iPhone 16 Pro Max. So if you want me to make a full day in the life of me shooting a full like YouTube video on the iPhone 16 Pro Max, I can try to do that myself. I've never really done that, but I mean, wouldn't hurt to try. But again, you guys, that's it. I love y'all. I appreciate y'all for tapping in. It's your boy Dave. And I'm gone. Kiss you. Nah, nigga.